What is up, everyone? It's Kamakazi here today, and today I wanted to talk about something very special here today. So if you guys have not heard yet, there is actually going to be a second community robot coming out. So what is the community robot? So the first community robot was actually a bolt, and a community robot is basically where we all come together and make that robot, guys. Yeah, we make it happen. So that's pretty cool. The fact that Pixonic is giving us kind of direct input on something in-game, we can directly change the game, and that's really cool. I wish that Pixonic would really do that much more often, and that we would have a chance to kind of change even more important things, like the balance, like the economy, stuff like that. So, with this, it comes a lot of speculations, really and truly, of, different robots. And I always get really interested in some of your ideas for new robots. People send me them pretty often. They send me those things, like ideas for different robots, actually pretty often. And so I found this thing called the Warbots fandom. Of course, I actually found it a long time ago. But it's a really nice resource. It's a really nice database. And one section of it was the user robots ideas. So basically, people just put in any robot they really want in the game, kind of, and you can see them. So there's some pretty interesting robots in there, and we're just going to be going over them, and, I picked a couple of the best ones, and we're going to be talking about them. Now, I do want to say something. A lot of these robots are, like, super overpowered, and I'm going to mention that a lot, because for some reason, these people just love to make overpowered robots that would completely change the balance. So, of course, I'm not saying that these robots should come into the game, because, well, a lot of them are pretty overpowered, but they're just pretty cool ideas that I think we should talk about. Alright, so the first one is the robot Ra. So, this is there are 3 robots in this pack by the same guy. This guy is named the Rex Yo. I don't know what that is supposed to mean, but that's his name. And so he made these, and he made 3 robots. It's the Egyptian robot pack. So the Ra has 2 heavy weapon slots and 2 light slots. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 2 heavy weapons and 2 light. That is a lot of firepower, guys. That is a lot of firepower. Its base HP is 103,000. So that's level 1 HP, by the way. So, whew, okay. And then its base speed is 30 kilometers per hour. So it's a slower robot, and of course, a heavy classification. So its ability is, I'm not pronouncing that, accession? I don't know. Can someone help me pronounce that? Like, dude, I don't know how you pronounce that. So the Ra flies into the air, and it is stationary. So basically, it's like sentry mode in the sky. That's so cool, because when you're in the air, you have a better view of the battlefield, and that's just a really cool idea. I'd like to see this come in. But this is where this robot gets pretty overpowered, because it cannot fire, but it has an infinite absorber shield. When you're in the air, how are you supposed to even hit that? The only way that you would actually be able to get into that shield is if you have an Cajun or some jumping bot and that you could get in there. It'd be really hard. So, you're basically invincible for that time period. And basically, what it does is, the ability is 200 meters. For 200 meters, everyone in that range, all of your teammates, they get 50% increased firepower. And it's like the Ares. If you hit fire at it even more, at the absorber shield, that is going to increase. So that's where it gets really OP. I do kind of like this idea of like having a sentry mode in the sky, but the rest of the robot is not too good of an idea, because it would be just very overpowered. And also, what would that guy get from it? What would he get from the 50% extra firepower? He wouldn't really get any extra hit points, because he's not healing people up. So I don't know how that would work out, and where it would be helpful, beneficial for the player using this robot. And also, of course, 10,000 components. And, I forgot, its ability duration is 30 seconds, and its cooldown is 60 seconds. That ability duration and cooldown is just way too long. I would shorten both of those guys down, so you can at least use the ability once, or, like, more than once in a battle, before you die. Just a thought. Alright. Next up is the Horus. So this is the second one of the Egyptian pack, and it has 2 medium, 2 light slots. So its base level is 1 base HP, 91,000, base speed, 45 kilometers per hour. So of course it's the medium robot, and it has the same ability name, but this time, in that 200 meters, it actually heals up players, 1,000 HP per second, and that is increasing with levels. So if you upgrade this thing to level 10, it's probably going to do like twice as much, probably going to do like 2,000 HP heal. This is actually a pretty interesting idea, but again, that absorber shield would just be completely OP because you wouldn't be able to kill it. You would not be able to kill it. And its ability is 30 seconds, cooldown 60 seconds, and of course 10,000 components. Alright, next up we have, again by the guy Rex, we'll just call him Rex. And this is the third and final one, and this is the light version of this, and that is the Anubis. So, or Anubis, say what now? I don't know how you pronounce that. So, 4 times light slots, 86,000 HP, 60 kilometers per hour speed, and its classification is light. Now, this robot is, I would honestly say is the most overpowered out of all of them, because here's what it does. All allies in that 200 meters are going to have 50% extra speed. And if you fire at the absorber shield, it's going to go all the way up to 100, along with an extra defense points, which is basically like, what is it called? Resistance points, like in the Battleborn. So that's a pretty decent amount of resistance, along with 50% to 100% extra speed. Imagine if you charged up that absorber shield, and then you had a Hellburner just run through there. You know, at maximum, it would be going 240 kilometers per hour, and that's not even with pilots or speed boosters. That's too much. That is too much of a speed boost. So this is obviously one of the most overpowered ones out of all of them, even though it is the light version, but still. Its ability is 30 seconds. It has a 30 seconds ability, and its cooldown is 60 seconds, like all of them, and 10,000 components. Alright, so the next one is by Mega Mutant 456. So his robot is Frenzy. Now, this robot obviously just seems like, I don't know, its ability seems pretty powerful, including just because of the triple speed. For some reason, these players on this fandom love their speed. They love their speed. I don't know why. I have no idea why. But other than that, this robot is actually a pretty solid bot. So 62,000 HP. So obviously, it is a light robot. If it's having 62,000 HP, yeah, it's going to be a light robot. And it has 3 light slots. And of course, you know, it's normal mode. Once it goes into the ability, it goes 180 kilometers per hour. That is without pilots. That is without boosters. Oh my god. You could easily have this robot going well above 200 kilometers per hour if you put on just a couple of pilots and boosters. God dang. God dang. That is fast. That is super fast, guys. So, it would be a game changer in terms of speed, so they would definitely need to tune down the speed. But here's where this robot actually gets pretty nice. So the ruckus description of the ability is, the ability is named Ruckus, and the description of it is Frenzy's back boosters activate, tripling his speed. Oh my goodness. Openings on the front of the boosters open, and air rushes out of them, creating a cone-shaped area extending 75 meters long and 45 degrees on either side of Frenzy's center line of sight. Any enemies within this area will be flung back 150 meters. So, this is what I like about it, because there's some robots out there that are just kind of hard to destroy, like the Ares and Shield. Even though the Ares did get a nerf, I mean, it's still a good bot and everything. It's a really good bot. But, you know, it's just really hard to destroy in a Shield. It's hard to kind of counter that. Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean? I mean, you can get a fast bot kind of in there. And also stuff like the Loki. The Loki only can really be stopped with anti-stealth. If you don't have anti-stealth, well, it's pretty hard to kill that bot. So, and a lot of times, I see with the Loki, players are getting on this center beacon, and then, you know, it's just the Loki and another bot just kind of sitting there, like, waiting each other out, and that's just a boring kind of style. With the Frenzy, though, you could activate the ability, and boom, just push the Loki straight off, and then he would actually just fly 150 meters back. That'd be pretty cool, you know? And then you get that beacon, and he'd come back, and it's a cool kind of idea. It'd be interesting to see how it would work in the... I'd like to see it on the test server before we put it into the live server, because there are a variety of things that could make this robot OP or kind of a game changer, a meta breaker, because it could be utilized in the wrong way in clan battles, I think. I don't know. We'll have to see. But its ability is for 10 seconds, and the reload time is 30 seconds. So that kind of does balance out this robot a little bit, because 30 seconds reload for only a 10-second ability is a long time. It's a long time, guys. So, yeah. And, of course, 10,000 components. Alright. Also by Mega Mutant. Now, this is my favorite one, guys. And I think you'll understand what I'm talking about here. So, Mega Mutant 456 decided to create the robot Tsar. I think the T is silent, so I'm just gonna pronounce it that way because I don't know how the heck you would pronounce Tsar. I don't know. So its class is light, hard points, 1 medium. I think you guys can guess. 60,000 HP, 54 base speed, double jump, and then duration is a variable, so it jumps, and that duration can change depending. And the cooldown is 3 seconds. Now, what robot could that be? Maybe only my favorite robot in the world, the Callsack. Yes, that is right, guys. It's a Callsack Raven. It is the Raven version of the Callsack, a double jump Callsack. Oh my god, I would love to see that in Champion League. Just make a more powerful version of the Callsack. And I know, guys, I know the Callsack is too overpowered. It needs to be nerfed. So why the heck would they boost it even more and make an even more overpowered version? Just for dumb science purposes, you know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I would love a double jump Callsack, honestly. It'd just be so fun. It would be so fun to play in a Champion League. I mean, it wouldn't be meta or anything, but like a double jump Callsack. Also, the cooldown is 3 seconds. That cooldown is way too much because basically a jump takes like 4 or 5 seconds or so. So, I mean, well, actually, it probably takes 3 or 4. So you would just be able to jump every single time you touch the ground instantly. So that'd just be a little bit too much. I would turn the cooldown up a hair to like maybe 5 seconds. And then, yeah, this robot would be pretty fun. You gotta admit, it'd be a cool robot. Double jump Callsack. Only in my dreams, I guess, guys. Only in my dreams. Next up, we have by Phantom Flame Phoenix. Oh my god. Oh, that's gonna sound so bad in my mic because I already have a sucky mic, and as soon as I say like a P, oh, it just sounds bad. Phantom Flame Phoenix. All right, robot. The robot is Scorpion. Now, this robot is actually pretty interesting because it has an HP similar to Fujin. Now, I took this out of the ability because, well, this thing's description took up so much space, I couldn't put it in there. But this thing basically is like, it's like a 6 or 8-legged kind of spider, but it's a scorpion. It's a scorpion. It's scorpion looking, and also it has a tail that like kind of shoots out, and when you activate the ability, its built-in weapon fires out of the scorpion's tail. That'd be so cool. That would look sick, man. But yeah. So it activates a 35% weapon damage boost when you activate the ability, and a chance to lock down. The tail begins firing like a storm, so it's like a little shotgun in the back tail, but shoots energy projectiles and corrodes. Oh my goodness! So it's kind of like a, I don't know, lockdown weapon, I guess, kind of like that, like an energy shotgun type, and then it corrodes. So that'd be pretty cool. So it's like a poison kind of thing. You know, it's shooting like poison out of the tail, which is kind of it's not kind of correct because actually scorpions they don't shoot poison, they actually just sting you. But who cares? It looks so cool. Now, ionized exoskeleton. This is where it kind of gets cool. So it has a red energy shield that blocks energy and splash damage, and this would be cool because these days in Warbots, you know, we have 3 types of shields. It's a variety of shields. And all, you know, you have the Absorber shield, you have the Aegis shield. Well, actually, it's technically 4, because you have the Absorber, the Aegis, and then you have Ancile, but also you have ECU. So there's 4 types of shields. But sometimes you just don't want that circular shape. Sometimes you want something shaped like a scorpion's exoskeleton. I don't know. Just a different shaped shield. Like, that would look so cool. It would look pretty cool, you gotta admit. So, I mean, seeing a different kind of shield shape, it would be something interesting to kind of try out in Warbots, see what it looks like. I'm not saying that it has to, like, if people were to create, theoretically, if people were to create this, I would definitely put it on the test server and just see how it looks like. If it looks dumb, don't do it, you know? All right, next one. So the artist is GD2 Predator, and his robot is the Cajun. So it's like the Ragin, but with an R. Now, there was some lore behind this or something, but I took that out because, again, these descriptions, they took up so long. And I could easily sit here for like half an hour just saying these, and I don't want this to be a half-an-hour video. I've made those before. It's too much. So here we go. The robot Cajun, its class is a light one, so 4 hard points, which are light, and then 58,000 base speed. Its base speed is 35 kilometers per hour. Now that's weird because it's a light bot, but it goes super slow. Odd. Very odd. You know, I would definitely want to boost up that speed. This is one of those robots that just it doesn't seem that powerful, especially for 10,000 components, you know? So, Sentry Mode, ability description. When Sentry Mode is activated, it will raise its turret like the Fusion, immobilizing itself while activating an energy shield. This energy shield has a base HP of 50,000 at level 1 and a max HP of 155,000 at level 12 MK2, making it the second most powerful energy shield in-game right after the Fusion. Ability cooldown is 4 seconds, raising/lowering the tower. So, this is pretty nice. I kind of like this robot. I think, again, it could use some boosting in terms of speed. This is one of the robots that was actually kind of underpowered, especially for 10,000 components. I would think of this robot as more of like, maybe a cheaper robot. But you know what? We do kind of need some more Antile shields in Warbot's Champion League play, because other than kind of the Hellburner Antile ECU, I don't really see Antile shields that much anymore in Champion League. So, having something that would be meta, boost this thing up a little bit, make it 10k components, and you could see it in Champion League a little bit. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool, you gotta admit, Yeah, but Cajun. So, you definitely need to speed this thing up. 35 kilometers per hour, that's slow even for tanks these days. These days, Falcons are running at 45 kilometers per hour. Falcon is like the ultimate beast tank. So, if something's going slower than that and it's being considered light, oh my goodness. Yeah, no. So, yep, guys. That's the video. If you could like and subscribe, guys, it helps me out a lot. And also, we're going to have some ones that didn't make the cut. Oh my god, they are this. I was going through the Warbots fandom and I just had to show these because, well, oh my, you'll just have to see them. I was cracking up laughing, honestly. Alright, guys, so yeah, like and subscribe, and I still got like 1 or 2 more videos, like 1 minute left of video for you guys, and they were like kind of funny bloopers, I guess, Warbots that didn't make the cut, the Hall of Fame.